Despite living a century ago, the Austrian poet Rainer Maria Rilke is still one of the most popular and best-selling poets in the United States and is often quoted in self-help books. Now, during the early part of the 20th century, he lived in Paris for a few years and he regularly went walking with a friend. And on these occasions, they'd usually walk past an old lady sitting on a wall with an outstretched empty hand. However, when anyone put money in her hand, she didn't even look at it. She just slipped it into her dress pocket and put out her hand again. She never looked up, didn't ask for anything, never said thank you, and showed absolutely no emotion whatsoever. Rilke's companion often gave considerable amounts of money to this old lady, yet Rilke never gave 1 franc. In fact, when his friend asked him why he didn't give anything, he told her that you should give with your heart, not just your hand. The next day, though, Rilke arrived with a beautiful white rose at his friend's house. But it wasn't for her. As they got to the begging lady, Rilke stepped forward and laid the white rose gently in the palm of her outstretched hand. Then something extraordinary happened. This lady looked up into Rilke's eyes. And then she got up, kissed the hand of the stranger, and walked away with the poet's rose firmly pressed against her nose. And for the next few days, the old lady's usual spot was empty. She was nowhere to be seen. The next week, though, she was back again, just as emotionless as before. And while Rilke's friend gave money, as was her custom, he gave nothing. And after a while, his friend asked him, "What do you think she lived on for the last week? I mean, she didn't beg and it's clearly her only income." And without hesitating or explaining, Rilke responded, "She lived on the rose." Friends, it's not what you give to others, but why you give it that makes all the difference. A gift from the heart, no matter how small, is priceless and can really lift someone's soul. And therefore, may I encourage you to look for opportunities to lift others by giving from your heart. Who knows, it may be exactly the rose they need to live on.